The noticeable changes in Canadian winters over the past decade can largely be attributed to a combination of climate change and natural variability in the Earth's climate system. Let's explore the scientific factors behind this shift and what to expect for upcoming winters based on the available data. Key factors affecting Canadian winters: global warming and climate change. Rising temperatures. The primary driver behind milder winters in Canada is global warming caused by the increased concentration of greenhouse gases in the atmosphere. Human activities such as burning fossil fuels, deforestation, and industrial processes release carbon dioxide and methane into the atmosphere, which trap heat and elevate global temperatures. Warmer winters. In Canada, the average winter temperature has risen by about 2 to 4 degrees Celsius since the 1950s, and the trend is expected to continue. Warmer temperatures result in less snow, earlier thaws, and more rain instead of snow in some regions. Warmer air can hold more moisture, which can lead to heavier snowfalls, but when temperatures are just above freezing, rain becomes more common than snow. Changes in atmospheric circulation. Jet stream patterns. The polar vortex and the jet stream, which control weather patterns in the northern hemisphere, are becoming more erratic due to warming in the Arctic. The Arctic has warmed at a much faster rate than the global average, a phenomenon known as Arctic amplification, which weakens the jet stream and causes it to meander more. This can lead to cold air outbreaks in some years, but also milder temperatures in others. Warm Arctic, cold Canada. When the jet stream shifts southward, cold Arctic air can spill into Canada, causing colder than usual winters. However, in some years, the warmer jet stream can keep cold air locked in the Arctic, preventing it from reaching southern regions like Canada. This can lead to warmer winters. El Niño and La Niña events. Ocean atmosphere phenomena. The El Niño Southern Oscillation, or ENSO, refers to a recurring climate pattern that affects weather around the world. During El Niño years, warmer sea surface temperatures in the Pacific Ocean can lead to milder, drier winters across parts of Canada, especially in the west. Conversely, La Niña years, with cooler Pacific sea surface temperatures, are often linked to colder, snowier winters in the Canadian prairies and parts of the East Coast. Over the last decade, we've seen a mix of both El Niño and La Niña events, each influencing winter temperatures differently, but the general trend is still one of warming. Changing snowfall patterns are becoming more apparent across Canada. In many regions, particularly the southern parts, winters are, becoming wetter, but with less snow. As temperatures rise, rain is becoming more common even in traditionally snowy areas. This shift leads to more freezing rain events, ice storms, and puddles, rather than the classic snowbanks that Canadians once associated with winter. Now, it's important to note the regional differences. Northern Canada and parts of the prairies still experience substantial snowfall, but even these regions are experiencing warming temperatures and more sporadic cold spells. The melting of Arctic sea ice and changes in ocean currents are also influencing weather patterns. The decrease in sea ice leads to more heat absorption by the ocean rather than reflection by ice, further accelerating warming in the Arctic. This can disrupt weather patterns over Canada with less predictable cold and warm periods during the winter months. What does the data say about this winter? Current predictions for the 2024 winter outlook indicate a La Niña neutral phase. As of the latest climate models, the 2024 winter is expected to be influenced by neutral ENSO conditions, meaning neither El Niño nor La Niña will dominate. This typically leads to more variability in weather patterns across Canada. In eastern Canada, including Ontario and Quebec, warmer than average temperatures are likely, with some areas experiencing a drier winter. Western Canada, particularly British Columbia and Alberta, is expected to see milder temperatures compared to typical winters, especially along the coast. However, inland areas like the Canadian Rockies could see above-average snowfall. For the prairies, including Manitoba, Saskatchewan, and Alberta, there is an increased chance of snowfall and colder-than-average temperatures due to shifting atmospheric patterns, though overall temperatures will likely still be warmer than 10 years ago. Northern Canada is expected to experience average to slightly warmer temperatures, though the temperature differences are smaller here due to the inherently colder climate. Specific climate data shows that Canada's climate has warmed 1.7 degrees Celsius since 1948, nearly twice the global average. Winter temperatures have been increasing steadily, especially in the Northwest Territories, Yukon, and Nunavut. Snowfall trends in cities like Toronto, Vancouver, and Montreal have shown a decrease over the past decade, with snow events becoming less frequent but more intense when they do occur. The duration of snow cover has also shortened, particularly in southern and coastal areas, with earlier thaws in spring. Predicting the future of winters in Canada shows that continued warming is expected. Winters in Canada will continue to warm in the coming decades. By the 2050s, some models predict that Canadian winters could be 3 to 5 degrees Celsius warmer than today, leading to reduced snowfall, shorter winters, and more extreme weather events like freezing rain. Increased storms are also anticipated. While average winter temperatures may rise, the intensity of storms could increase. This means Canadians could see more heavy snowfalls and ice storms when cold air does occur, particularly in areas near the Great Lakes or Atlantic Canada. Regional variability is also a factor. While southern areas may continue to warm, northern regions may experience more extreme temperature swings, with colder extremes becoming rarer but more intense. In essence, Canadian winters are indeed changing due to climate change, which is affecting temperature patterns, snowfalls, and storm behavior. While there will still be cold winters and snow in parts of Canada, the overall trend points toward warmer, shorter, and less predictable winters in the decades to come. More frequent rain events, ice storms, and heavier snowfalls are expected in certain areas, while others may experience milder conditions. Understanding these trends helps to prepare for future winters and informs decisions related to infrastructure, energy needs, and environmental protection.